I heard a rumor
Oh,
that you played in the NHL. Is that true?
you know what? There's a small rumor that they could say I played, took up a space, but yeah,
All right.
I made my way around the ice.
Now, you were at Woodward Sports Center. You know what? Woodward Sports, you know what sport this network ignores?
Hockey.
Hockey.
Yeah,
You can go
did you not
days.
know that, Terry? Did you not know that way back when I told everybody that they hate that hockey sucks and they hated hockey?
Really?
Where's that bit? We'll have to bring that bit back. Well, you know what? Art's going to do some big J journalism. We're going to do some digging in, and I'll bring back the fact that I brought this up that nobody likes hockey. But you're telling me? Are you telling me you like hockey?
Yeah, I do.
Well, let's talk some hockey, Terry.
Let's do
I'm
some
always
hockey.
willing to talk hockey.
Right.
Don't get it twisted.
You'll never guess growing up who my favorite goalie was.
Eddie Mio.
Gump Worsley.
Gump Worsley. Gump
Was he like 4
Terry,
foot tall?
you're just dating yourself there.
I know.
Yeah,
Gumper.
Gump was the Gumper, one of the all-time classics. No, I'd be more than happy to talk any hockey. In fact,
Do you know his first name?
It's not fair. Glenn.
I thought it was Lauren.
It might have been Lauren. I don't know. Well,
Well,
let's,
it
hey,
could've
you know
been
what?
Glenn.
That's
I
why
don't
they
know.
got the Googler.
But here, there's two issues concerning the Red Wings. One that the Red Wings created, and one that I created. So I want to pick your brain on this.
You know what, Terry? Hold on. Everybody, buckle up here, Big D Energy. We're going on a hockey talk. There's a lot of hockey fans.
And we're going to find out what Gump Worsley's real first name is.
And
Is it
you know
Lauren?
what? We got to start there. It is Lauren with an E.
Lauren, okay.
Lauren John Gump Worsley.
All
Look
right.
at Terry's favorite players born in 1929. That's not the late 1900s. That's the early 1900s. Anyways, so for all you out there in Big D Energy, this will be your hockey talk with Terry
right.
Foster.
All right.
All right.
But it's more issue than hockey. But still,
Perfect.
it involves the Detroit Red Wings. Issue 1, Tyler Bertuzzi.
Yes.
Has said is the only wing who has not taken the vaccination, which means he cannot play in 9 games in Canada. There could be other games that he may not be able to play. And so when you read the quotes and things around the Wings, well, you know, that's his decision. I respect it. It's a personal choice. My thought is this. I'm thinking, when I start an 82-game season, you know you can't win all 82, but I want my best shots to win all 82 games. I want my best players out there. I want my best teammates out there playing alongside with me. I'd have a problem with a guy that's saying, I'm not going to be with you at least 9 games this season because I am not taking a vaccination, which it is not mandated in the NHL, but I want my best team out there. Do you believe when guys say, you know what, it's his personal choice, that's fine, I'm cool with it, but if he were your teammate, you would probably say the same thing. I have no problem with it, but deep down, would you have a problem with a guy not going out there because he refuses to take a vaccine?
Hockey, to me, it's different. Right? It's the team, you know, the ultimate team sport, in my opinion, and stuff. And I can only relate it to this, and I believe that as a human being, that you have your right to choose whatever it is, but there's consequences positively and negatively for your actions no matter what you choose, right? I respect anybody's decision. In saying that, in the hockey world, it's different. Now, I'm going to preface this, and I will talk about this, even preface it tonight on my WJR show, is the fact that there's certain, the way that I was, and I can only look at this as Darren McCarty, right? Because of Darren McCarty, who is sort of this situation with Steve Yzerman, and when Steve Yzerman comes out, and at the end, when he says that Bertuzzi's decision, he refused to get it, and he and Steve Yzerman, to what he means to me, is the fact he says, well, I got it and my family got it. That's all I'm going to say. To me, Darren McCarty, the person here who has been sort of raised by that man or has been a huge influence, I get along with it because you don't really have a choice. Somebody asked that back in the 90s or whatever, if it was get in line to get a shot or get whatever like this, and all the teammates were doing it, it's a team mentality. I think in hockey, it is different, so it would be tough because you got to go, for lack of a better term, to go to war. And if I got to if I don't know that everybody's all in for the Lemieux incident and somebody's not 100% committed because they can't be there or anything like that, you're going to war without all your guys, to your point. You're trying to accomplish something. So the issue that I have is the fact that Bertuzzi re-signed a contract. So shouldn't these things have been all talked out and worked out before he agreed to commit to a new deal with the Red Wings? Like, this should have all been worked out as far as a conversation to whatever. It's to the point saying, as he signed his contract, but then it's released, he didn't get the vaccine, so because of that, here it is, and he's not playing I don't. It's just the way that it happened. It's sort of puts him on the island, but it also too puts him that you're not in with us. And I'm sorry, but the Red Wing, it's about the wing on the front, not the name on the back. And no matter what you mean about personal decisions, in this instance, with this organization, yeah, Terry, I did play there. I won 4 cups there and all that stuff. That's sort of, to me, it's a no-brainer because all the other guys, but that's, I don't know. And there's no medical, there's no religious, there's no other than I don't want to get. And I'm not getting into right or wrong because it's your decision. But again, understand there are repercussions, positive or negatively. I think that as it goes and then it affects, because how can you not say that if Bertuzzi doesn't play in Toronto and you lose that game and then you're out by the playoffs by a point or 2 points, that it wasn't? It's sports. You're going to speculate whatever it is. So I on one aspect, I respect him as a human being, but it's also too, in this situation of, if I believe so much, then I would have removed myself instead. You know what
you know who's going to get involved in this? Us guys in the big bad media. Here's why. If you go to Toronto, you lose 2-1. Somebody's going to speculate, hey, if you play, maybe you either go to overtime or maybe you win 3-2. So, but you never know. You can still lose 2-1.
It's hindsight. It's right. You could lose every game he plays. You could win every game he doesn't play. That's reality too. But the point is when we're talking about, and we started this show talking about the Lions playing 60 minutes and playing hard and just not having the talent. This is opposite. This is like, and I get it if it's personal, but if it's that personal, then don't play hockey at all. Like, remove yourself. I think that's the situation. It's unfortunate, but and again, it comes down where we're talking about specifically the Detroit Red Wings and whatever. This is one of those things where you're either in or you're in the way. And it's one of those life decisions. So it comes, make that. I get that if you believe that so much, because I sort of, I don't know, man. It's such a tough decision. But at the end of the day, because everybody else is that's the team guy I am. They're all in, I'm in. Let's go. And you know what? I'm the one. If anything pops off, goes bad, and whatever, that I'll be saying in the next life. I'll be telling. Don't think I'd be telling Steve Eisman and Drapes and all that. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so the whole time. But big deal. I'm in. Like, that's just the way I'm wired. Right. So I respect anybody else who has their why. Don't tell me. Right. Tell me your why. That's my why, because these are my guys. So I'm going wherever they go, and if that's what they decide, then let's do it.
Right. I'm not sure if you could have made an issue prior to the contract. The athlete wants to get paid, so he's not going to sit out the season unless he really, has some injuries or he mentally doesn't want to play.
I understand.
And the organization is going to say, we want you for all 82, but what can we do? We can't force you to take this vaccination, so we'll take whatever we can get. You're kind of stuck in that situation. That's the crack in the armor. That's what every organization that you look that can't win a championship in any sport, because there's always these fine line cracks, because you know what, guys aren't committed to doing whatever it takes to win, and unfortunately this might be whatever it takes to win. Right. Now,
but I understand. You got to. There's the political way. There's the way that it has to be above board. And here's the one thing, right? And the biggest issue is that he's on an island by himself. He's the only one. It's not like there's half the team, there's 5 guys, there's a conversation. So it's not only the decision that's been made by the organization, but it's by his teammates. And it's the guys you got to go to war with and your brothers and stuff. So
should one of those brothers talk to him privately or just leave it alone?
I think they have. I think everybody's tried. When Steve Yzerman, you tell me, Terry, when Steve Yzerman comes out and says, there's one guy that refused to get it. That's Tyler Bertuzzi.
Right.
Steve Yzerman doesn't call guys out ever.
Right. And he's also calling them out when he says, I took the vaccine, so is my family. In other words, he's saying it without saying it.
He just said he just told Darren McCarty if anybody has any, he spoke to me with that, right? Like I received that message from Steve the way that Tyler should have, but he doesn't when you're not. You understand? I'm nepotized. I'm inside. I'm as drinking the Kool-Aid as anybody, right? Mm. But that's what it is. You want to win, or you really want to win. That's the bottom line. Not meaning it, but what is your commitment? And
no, that's true. Everybody says I want to win. It's not what you say; it's what you do.
Terry, you're sitting here next to somebody that will tell you that you can accomplish whatever you want in your life. It's all priorities. Then when I got to tell you what priorities those have to be and what you have to give up, man, people are like, I ain't giving that up. Okay, well, you can't get to where you want to be. So